Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Naomi, and today I have something a little unexpected to share with you. So I really did not have any intention of sharing the class that I taught today in my online studio, Move with Naomi, but then my dog, who is a little bit of a spotlight hound, see what I did there, had to invade my space in the most amazing way. I used to think that teaching with kids was challenging, but wait till you see what happened in my class. So if you enjoy dogs, maybe Doga, and you really like creative flows that are fantastic for your hips and for your side body, well, let's get right into it, and I will see you on the other side. So we're going to start in thread the needle. So come on up to hands and knees. Right? If you want that blanket underneath your knees, you can make sure that you have it, a little bit more comfort there. Come up onto your left fingertips. Extend your left leg straight back, toes on the floor, and thread right arm under left. Thread the needle. And then start to shift back, so you slide your left leg a little bit further out, lower your hips down. And then as you lift your torso up, take a twist towards your bent leg. So you're coming all the way down, Janu Shirshasana. Right knee is bent, left hand to right knee. There she is. In the event that you wanted to see what was happening, Callie does not want you to. So she says, good luck, everybody. Okay, from here, lean over towards your left leg. So you're going to unwind from the twist. Reach for your left foot with left hand, right arm alongside your ear. Now, optionally, you can come up onto your right fingertips and extend your right arm straight over your ear. It's ridiculous, dog. Okay, then lift your torso up. Plant your right hand next to your right hip. Push down, lift your hips up into gate pose. So your left leg is straight out, your right butt is off the ground, so is the left one. Left arm alongside your ear. Now, anchor into your right side, step your left leg forward. You can bring your forearm to your thigh or your fingertips on the floor, but lift up into side angle. So right arm alongside your ear. Yeah, so again, forearm to thigh, fingertips on the ground, that's up to you. Now, shift to the right, lateral lunge. Push back into triangle pose. You have to push into your straight left leg. You can move your hand up to your shin or your thigh. She literally just moved her body even more so that where I'm recording, she is directly in front of me. Those of you who are live can see okay now, but she's sabotaging everything else. All right, and then lateral lunge again. Shift to the right. Now this time, you're going to come down to sit all the way down on your butt. So you might have to lift your right heel as you do that. You might have to lift your whole foot up and put it on the ground. Okay, but you're coming down to that seated, grab your shin, grab your calf muscle close to your ankle, reach your right arm alongside your ear. Remember this transition? Callie, come here. Come here, buddy. Good girl. It's a good girl. Go over here. Yeah. Okay, lift yourself up and twist. So you can hold on higher up on your right leg and twist to the right. And then lower your right leg down to the ground. Okay. Slide your left leg behind you. Use your hands to shift your body into pigeon pose. So you're going to widen your right thigh to the right and turn your torso so that you're facing your right shin. Give your legs a good squeeze. Maybe bring your hands to your hips. Maybe even take your arms up to the sky. Maybe just one arm up to the sky so left hand stays down. So all of those are good options depending on what feels good in your body. But from here, place your hands on the ground. Okay. Slide right leg straight back, toes on the floor. Come up onto your right fingertips and thread left arm under right. Thread the needle. So we're going to the other side now. Okay, then reach your right leg further back as you lower your hips down to sit. So Janu Shirshasana. So as you sit, your left foot should be up against your right thigh. And then you can twist. So your right hand comes to your left knee. Left fingertips behind you. Callie, come here. Yeah. They got to see me, buddy. They got to be able to see me. And then lean over towards your right leg. Reach your left arm alongside your ear. Now you could keep your right hand on your left thigh. You could bring it on the floor in front of you. You could reach for your right foot with your right hand also. A lot of that has to do with the hinginess of your hips on the right side. And the length of your arms. Okay, lift your torso up. Plant your left hand next to your left hip. Lift your hips up, gate pose. Okay, so right leg is extended out, right arm alongside your ear. Okay, now take your right leg, step it forward. So you're going into side angle, so you could bring your right forearm to your right thigh or your right fingertips to the ground. Left knee up, heel down, left arm alongside your ear. And really push out through your left leg. Try to make the right side of your body lighter. And if you can't do that without your forearm on your thigh, that is where your arm goes. Okay, shift to the left, lateral lunge. So ball of your right foot comes up. You can slide your hands over towards your left leg. Hips go back. Push back into your right leg, triangle. She says, of all of the patches of sunlight in the house, this is the one that I want to be. This is the one. Okay, one more time. Shift to the left, lateral lunge. Shift your hips way back until you can come down to sit. Now, you might have to lift your left heel to do that. Right? You might have to use like a lot of wiggling around, whatever gets you there. Right hand to your left ankle and calf. Pull. Give yourself resistance as you reach your left arm over. Now again, you might be able to grab your foot. You might feel better with your left hand behind your head. It might feel nice to just reach and not worry about what you grab or what you touch. But use your right hand on your left leg to pull towards your body and use your leg to resist against your hand. That's going to give you a little bit more side body movement. Okay, lift your torso up and twist here. So you can bring your hand higher up on your leg, rotate. Yeah. Okay, now lower your left knee down into the left. Okay, roll your right thigh in. You can use your hands as you slide your left knee over and turn your torso over your left leg so you're in pigeon pose. Okay, give your legs a squeeze so you're not still sitting on your left butt and leaning to the left. But give your legs a squeeze even if it means scooting your right knee in, which you can't see because my leg's behind my dog. Yes, you. Yes, you. Okay, maybe hands at your hips. Maybe both arms up. Maybe just your left arm up. It's always a good compromise. Excellent. Both hands down if they're not already. Slide your left leg straight back. Stay up on your left fingertips and thread your right arm under your left. Okay, and then ease yourself back. Come down to sit in Janu Shirshasana. So your left leg is going to slide out more. You can take a twist here. Oh yeah, I'm using my dog to twist. Rubbing her belly. So left hand to right knee. And your right knee should be over and on the ground, right? So it's Janu Shirshasana leg. Yeah, I know, sorry. It's hard to see with this big, beautiful, shaggy beast in the way. Okay, then back through center. You can reach for your left foot with your left hand or keep your left fingertips on the floor, maybe closer to your knee. Take your right arm alongside your ear. Okay, then lower your right hand down next to your right hip, gate pose. Push down, lift your hips up. The left leg will slide in a little bit so your whole foot's on the ground. And then step your left leg forward, side angle. So you can have your forearm on your thigh or your fingertips on the floor. Lift your right knee up and put your right heel down, toes pointing toward the long edge of your mat. Really push through your right leg like you're trying to lift through the whole left side of your body. Good. Shift to the right, lateral lunge. Hips go back. Your right knee will bend out slightly. Push back into triangle pose. Straighten your left leg. Your left hand can be anywhere on your left leg. Okay, one more time, shift to the right, lateral lunge, and this time lower all the way down to sit. You can move your right foot a little bit closer to you, a little bit more in front of you, as opposed to out to the side. Grab a hold of your right calf muscle with your left hand. Pull on it as you lean over. So you can reach towards your left foot with your right hand. Have your hand behind your head. Extend your right arm up. So many options. Good. Lift your torso up and twist. So move your hand higher up onto your right knee and rotate towards your right leg, your right fingertips behind you on the floor. Good. Lower your right knee down to the ground for pigeon pose. Rotate your left thigh in, hands on the ground, and readjust your right knee. So you're widening your right thigh slightly back so you can turn your torso over your left or your right leg. Hands at your hips. One hand down, one arm up, both arms up. And then place your hands on the ground. Slide your right leg straight back. Come up onto your right fingertips. Thread your left arm under your right. Okay, then slide your right leg further back as you come down to sit. Ball of your right foot is up, toes are up. Callie, come here. Come sit on this. Look at this nice blanket. Come sit there. Okay, twist towards your left knee, right hand to left knee. That's a good girl. And then come back through center. You can reach for your right foot with your right hand or the floor in front of you. Left arm alongside your ear. Sure, sit on my mat. That's fine. I used to think that it was hard to teach with toddlers, but lift yourself up. Plant your left hand next to your hip. Push down. Hips up. Right arm alongside your ear. This is gate pose. And then step right foot forward, dodging your dog if you need to, side angle. So left knee comes up, left heel down as your toes point out. You can put your right forearm on your right thigh. Keep your fingertips on the floor. Okay, shift to the left. Lateral lunge. Good. Push back into your right leg, triangle pose. Callie. Shift to the left again, lateral lunge, and then come all the way down to sit. How you get there is up to you. Yeah. Bring your left foot in a little bit closer to your body. Grab a hold of your calf muscle. And then as you pull, reach your left arm alongside your ear. I'm not playing with you. Not right now. Come on. Over there. Here. Come on. Right here. Good girl. Okay, lift your torso up. She's like not having it. Twist. So move your hand higher up onto your left leg. Good girl. And then one last time into pigeon. So lower your left knee down to the ground. Okay, roll your right thigh in. Lift your hips up. Slide your left knee more to the left. Okay, readjust as you need to. Give your legs a squeeze. Hands up to your hips. Maybe. You could keep your right hand down. Lift your left arm up. Take both arms up, but your legs really have to be working. You have to squeeze your feet toward one another to be able to lift your hands off of the ground And then lower your hands down, slide your left leg back, toes together, knees apart, child's pose. Honestly, I feel like we should do at least one downward facing dog in honor of this dog who has dominated this whole class. So after your child's pose, curl your toes under, lift your knees up, and stretch back through your thighs. Oh, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Come on into a forward bend. Thank you so much for joining me for that Doga adventure. Can we call it that? So I absolutely loved teaching that class. And while it might have been a little bit tricky for you to see what I was doing, and I do apologize for that, I hope that my instructions were clear enough to guide you through that flow. Actually, the people in my online studio could see just fine because my computer where I record the class live is next to me on the diagonal. So everyone could see my body very well because my dog was in front of me right here in front of the camera, but not in front of me at the angle where my students were watching me. So my live students were just laughing at the whole thing. They thought it was kind of adorable and kind of hilarious, kind of amazing. And I think that it was too, and I also, of course, not only refilmed that section of the class so that it was more visible, but I also recorded an 8-minute version of this class. So what does that even mean? Okay, how do you condense a 30-minute class into 8 minutes? Well, what I like to do is take out the central flow of some of my bigger flow classes and condense them into an 8-minute container so that all you're actually doing is the flow. You're not doing any warm-up, you're not doing any cool down, there's no shavasana. You are just getting at the meatiest part of the class, the flow, and working through it at increasingly more quick of a pace. Okay, so the idea is that in these 8-minute flows, you're trying to make the most of the time that you have. So what I always say is that they're low on instruction and high on movement so that we can make the most of the very brief time that we have together, because as a mom of 3 kids and also a drama queen dog, as it turns out, I have limited amounts of time to move. So sometimes my personal practice looks like a flow that starts slow and builds up quickly. And that's actually what gave me the inspiration to create these 8-minute classes, because I know probably there are a lot more of you out there like me who want to move our bodies quickly and effectively and feel good in whatever limited amount of time that we happen to have. So the 8-minute flows are just that. They are low on instruction and high on movement. And again, we pick up the pace, right? So the first round is always pretty slow. The second round moves a little bit more quickly. Third and fourth round, if I can get to it, moves even more quickly with even less instruction, because by then the idea is that you might be a little bit more familiar with the sequence, so you can also move more quickly. Okay, and once you get into that rhythm, you could actually do more than 8 minutes if you have the time. You could do, 5 rounds, 6 rounds. These are the kinds of flows that once you get into them, because they're circular, they just flow into the next pose, which I think is really fun. So if you enjoy movement like that, with or without adorable animals, then I think that you will love my online studio, Move with Naomi, which not only features these live classes that I record online in Zoom so that you can be with me live, but that I also put into my archive so that you can practice with me even if you can't join me live. And you also get these 8-minute flows which condense those classes into bite-sized chunks that help you make the most of your limited time. So, like I said, if that speaks to you, join me and Move. We have so much fun there. You can check out the description below, which has a link to join Move, as well as a coupon code for 50% off your first 2 months, which is actually 1 whole month for free if you think about it. And I think that is a pretty sweet deal. So if you want to take me up on that deal, please do. And I would love to hang out with you on the mat. So whether you are here with me on YouTube or whether you hang out with me and move, I am really glad that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tolerating my drama hound. And I look forward to being back in the mat again with you really soon. Until then, bye.